Hello there, beautiful people. I'm Jay, relative nobody even to my own relatives, and I figured maybe people would know me a bit better if I made more devlogs. So here I am, with another devlog. Now, I'm going to be trying something different here. I'm just talking at a microphone with no script. Part of why I don't make many devlogs is because they take a lot of time to script and get the first draft done, edit, try and make it flow, continuous, etc., whatever. But in doing that, I'm not spending much time making the actual games, so this here's just a casual chit-chat. I'm just going to update you on what I've done with Necro recently. So I did plan a devlog that was a script that was kind of like a film noir script about one bug. This bug was pretty bad, actually. I'd included some background critters to the levels, so stuff like birds that fly off when you get quite close to them. And the Mount Sushi level, World 3, had these frogs. It's got these frogs, they're adorable, but they killed my game. I didn't actually know why. I thought I was reaching some kind of limit in Construct 3, like I've got too many objects or object types, that kind of thing. But actually it turned out to be the problem between keyboard and chair. It was me. I had somehow nested some events that were cancelling each other out and making animations start playing, but not actually finish, and it was just hanging my entire game loop. Things couldn't be done, levels couldn't be completed, and I was going to make a devlog video about that one bug, just trying to make it interesting. I realised that I was going to want to source like public domain movie footage from old detective movies and some jazz soundtrack and whatnot, and just make it really sell the deal. And I was like, I'm updating about this game I'm trying to make. I don't think this is a good use of my time. So, without further ado, I want to talk a little bit about a thing I've done recently that I'm really proud of, actually, and that's the world map. I have this nice drawing of Necro's world, so to speak, that it's the one that got printed in Edge magazine earlier this year, and it's a lovely drawing. It took me a few hours, and I was always going to use it for the world map. The implementation was going to be a little different from how it is now, but it's just like a simple level select at first glance. I have some progression planned though. The idea is that if the player, at whatever skill level, is playing the game and they kind of think, this level that I'm on is a little bit too hard, they can skip it. That's fine, they can skip it. And each new world is gated by the boss encounter. The first world has you being chased by Melville, the whale, named after Herman Melville, the author of Moby Dick. And you cannot get to World 2 without beating the World 1 boss, etc, etc. You beat the World 3 boss to get to World 4, etc. But I don't require the player to actually have to beat every level on a world to get to the boss. I've sort of implemented this system where the boss is available after beating so many stages. It's only 5 on the first world, so that means you can theoretically skip half the stages, which is that's a nice sort of intro. Like 5 of the stages on the first world are very easy, very quickly, and then you can get on to the next level, the next world. But the thing is with that, when you're on World 2, you cannot just sort of do half of World 2 from that. You need to have beaten 12 stages in total, which is like the first world plus 2 or 6 on each world. It doesn't matter, you're the player, it's your call. And I have this system in place where you're going to need to beat more and more stages for the bosses, not all of them. It's like the final boss, you will need to have beaten 45 of the 50 stages to access it and get the ending when you beat it. Which I think is fair. I want the player to think that they can come back to levels when they got better at the game, and they have the skills required to maybe come back and beat this thing that was beating them before. In total, you can finish the game having skipped 5 of the stages. So, it's like, choose well. That's the thing I'm very proud of, and currently testing that at the moment just to see it all works right. I've been doing weird things like play every even numbered level, etc, just to see that the flow works, playing levels out of order as and where I can. And I have now started drawing story scenes. I don't want to call them cutscenes because what I'm planning to do is a bunch of comic panels, still comic panels that are drawings, and so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be drawing, and I think in the meantime I may do more of these devlogs, these more conversational, kind of rambly devlogs. But you see, the thing is, I spend less time doing this in this manner and more time on the game, the important part. Anyway, I would love to know how you feel about this really rambly, unstructured devlog, and you know, leave a comment, tell me that I suck, whatever. It's all good. Then do the thing, the algorithm thing, like, subscribe, ring the bell, you know the deal. And one more thing I want you to do is just to stay beautiful. Thank you very much.